into the Horrorcraft podcast.
Hello, horror fans. It's me, Kylie, and this is Horrorcraft Reviews. I'm flying solo again. Please keep Cass and her son Braden in your thoughts and prayers as they cope with the loss of Jim. Jim, we love you and we miss you deeply already. But we are back in Fromville for our second episode recap of season 4 of From. Now, massive spoiler ahead. So if you haven't tuned in yet, you can maybe skip this one and go watch it. The first and second episodes are now streaming and available on MGM Plus. But just briefly recapping episode 1 again. Boyd is struggling, man, hard, dealing with the aftermath and the growing realization that the nightmare is far from over. Meanwhile, Jade and Tabitha start connecting more, piecing the pieces of the puzzle together, especially after what we learned about the bottle tree. And it's pointing to something way bigger and way darker than we imagined. And Mr. Smiley is back. Need I say more? And spoiler alert, this new girl, Sophie, is the man in the yellow suit and is walking among them as if she is a new arrival in the town, guys. So now in episode 2, it's a lot heavier than the first episode. Jim didn't come home last night. Everyone is waking up the next morning and sees a bloody burlap bag hanging from the motel sign in the town. And Tabitha, Julie, and Ethan see it. Tabitha tells him to go walk down to the barn where the goats are and to be brave. While they get this down, they see what's inside, and what's inside are the goats that are supposed to be in the barn where Julie and Ethan are walking to. And as soon as Julie and Ethan open the barn door, they see Jim's lifeless body hanging upside down. The way it was revealed was absolutely gut-wrenching. The way the monsters deceived them and Julie and Ethan were the ones to find him was just on a whole nother level, to be honest. And the message in the barn, knowledge comes at a cost, was heavy and just diabolical, man. That, I'm not gonna lie, it made me cry. This was the most emotionally charged episode in the whole series. Now we have Akasa, who steals the ambulance in an attempt to try and leave, and Christy goes with her to try and de-escalate and calm her. You see Ethan walking down the road where Acosta is speeding down. I was on the edge of my seat during this scene because I just thought she was going to crash or hit Ethan and people were going to die. Then you have Julie, who decides to go back into the forest in that certain area that allows her to travel back in time. And she's doing this in an attempt to change the past and save her dad, Jim. Ethan goes to the RV and get the radio, and then there's Jim. And he's talking to Ethan about the dream he had when he first got there, which was about a lake called the Lake of Tears. And it's there, and that Ethan needs to find it. Then you hear Tabitha calling Ethan's name, and Jim is gone. I think the message in the barn, knowledge comes at a cost, is going to be the theme of this season. Every time they get answers about this place, ways of getting out, or any kind of hope they have is completely gutted from them. And they're made to pay in the most brutal ways possible. I think this season is going to be more terrifying and brutal in all aspects, in all areas. And I am terrified, but I'm seated. But thank you, MGM Plus, for giving us the opportunity to review and see one of me and Cass's most favorite horror TV shows and our two favorite horror actors, Jamie McGuire and Elizabeth Saunders. But until next time, stay weird and stay spooky. Bye.